Okay. When speaking to Andrew, it is very apparent that he is a very charismatic, humorous, and a very inspirational person and student here at Pepperdine. Andrew, whose full name is Andrew Kahn Crandall, actually prefers to go by Kahn here at Pepperdine from his peers and students. So that is how I will be referring to him from now on in this speech. Andrew is from Anchorage, Alaska. He was born and raised there and lived there all the way up until second grade. Second grade, he moved to Las Vegas with his family, mainly because his mom did not like the cold in Alaska. And in sixth grade, he moved back to Alaska and lived there ever since he moved to Pepperdine. To touch on his personal life a bit, he is a first generation student. He loves sports and is a big Patriots fan. He loves basketball and football, and he is a history major with a on the pre-law track. Um, he grew up. His family grew up with a lot of economic issues, so it was kind of hard for him to do these sports throughout his time in high school and middle school. But he did like to do it on the side, and he thought it was a great way to make friends. So that is how he made a lot of friends and really branched out in his social life. He was actually an Olympic qualifier for the Junior Olympics in Taekwondo. So he has had his fair share of winnings in some of these sports. He actually trained for that 5 days a week, 2 hours a day with his dad, and he referred to himself as a sickly child, which is why he mainly wanted to get into sports. His dad really encouraged him to do that. And another passion of his is fishing. His dad really loves fishing and it was a big thing in their family and was the main reason that they lived in Alaska because they could catch really big fish there. They never ate the fish, but they loved to distribute it among the family that wanted it and yeah. Um, so Andrew wants to be a corporate lawyer when he grows older. Um, he wants to work with copyright laws and accusations. So mainly because he is a big sports fan, he said that Nike and Jordan was a big inspiration for him growing up. His dad would take him to the store once a month and buy him a pair of basketball shoes, which was a big deal for him since they did struggle a little bit economically. Um, he sold sports cards with his friends also as a way to make money. And this was also a big deal for him because he was able to buy things that he wanted. And so, because Nike and Jordan was a really big deal to him, he was able to, um, he said his reason for wanting to be a corporate lawyer was to be able to work for companies like this and make other people feel the way that Nike did as a child when he grew up. So, in conclusion, Pepperdine was really the best choice for him because it allowed him to come here and go on the pre-law track and get into the education of that and see how it is to work with other people in that field. He moved here with just a few boxes and suitcases, which is very different from me. I actually brought a U-Haul here, so for him to bring a little bit is, good for him. He is now a sophomore here in college, which I thought he was a freshman, just like I think a lot of us are. But after talking to him, it is very apparent that he is very knowledgeable and skilled about what he does. Ultimately, throughout the whole college admission process, he ended up choosing Pepperdine because it provided him the most benefits and financial support. So hopefully one day we can see on the with working with Nike and making other people feel as Nike made him feel as a